Hey everybody, the Bad Isaac Gamers logged on! Nah, we played well in the last episode, but we did lose due to standing still while bullets came in. What an outfit. JRCD E7CJ. Bad stats, except maybe HP, but you never know with PokeGo. I'm feeling weird about our combination of items so far. Like, we have bad speed, but the game is like, you know, if you want Thunder Thighs, just ask. I don't know. Help. I don't know if I want Thunder Thighs. I will tell you one thing, though. I don't know why I said it like that. Oh, I will tell you one thing, though. No, what we want is more bombs. Yo, so we definitely do not want Thunder Thighs due to our already terrible speed. But I will always take that for a damage force multiplier. Look at this. Few extra bombs. You know what you do with those extra bombs? You think you can... You must be able to get that one. Yeah. I don't know why I would ever think that you wouldn't be able to. Knowing that we've gotten a Spirit Heart back there, we can't get to that. But we can possibly get to this. I've never had occasion to test it. So you know what? We'll just call it like we see it. That's an unfortunate waste of a bomb. But otherwise, feeling okay here early on. We are going negative Mega Satan if possible. I am... Apologetic's not the right word. You know, if a truly heinous mistake cost us a run, that's one thing. We ended up... not a very smart move on my part. But we ended up in a weird situation where... Thinking back, I was like, why didn't I just move down? If I just moved down, I probably wouldn't have been hit. The shots probably wouldn't have been able to make it far enough to hit me. But it did require brass cojones, and I guess, to be honest with you, I just had... regular old flesh cojones, which sounds tasty as long as you don't know Spanish. Sounds like something you could pick up on a menu. Yeah, let's not go there. Anyway, thank you for the key. I hope to receive a speed upgrade, if you don't mind. Now, I don't know. Is this enemy top tier? Extremely not. Did a little bit of damage. Not enough to really excite me. What do you want out of those? Like, I think the walking enemies that shoot beams out of their quote-unquote stomachs would probably be one that I would consider top tier. Maybe a fat bat Tomo fly. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. This is my locale. You're not allowed to be here. I will take a chance on this. Thank you for not lowering my speed. As we head down to the next floor, not taking Thunder Thighs, a little scared. HP's looking okay. Sure, why not? 100% chance of a deal with the Angel. I'm excited. I feel like we're in a groove in Isaac. That groove will probably fall apart once I play Blue Baby... I was going to say Ascension mode. Blue Baby Greed mode, but hey, you know. You got to try. For right now, I got no complaints, or any complaint that I have is very minor. A little bit upset by the way that those bombs worked out, but hey, check it out. Hey, ooh, that's not so bad. No longer am I upset by the bombs. I mean, I'm upset about the concept of bombs in general. You know, it's... You ever read that book about the Hiroshima bombings with the paper cranes and the... No, I'm not. We get high like paper... Fly like planes if you catch me at the border. I got visas in my name. It's much more heartfelt than that, but thank you for reminding me of a genuine banger. Now, would like for you to pay out with a good item that has speed attached to it. I can't think of what that would be right now, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to play this a little bit more. Yo, that is exactly what I asked for. A good item with speed attached to it. Now, if you could just pay out with some HP-related items with damage attached to them, that's unlikely. Or, yeah, okay, it is. But, check it out. Now we get to go in here. We have to recall... Go ahead! I don't know why I said it like that, but I was really excited. Disney World, dude. Hey, just relax a little, please. I can't really see what's happening in here. I do appreciate that you keep blowing yourself up with bombs. Like, I think that's really cool and helpful, so keep that up. Also, let me get this straight, NL. You like when the enemies blow themselves up with bombs, and yet, mere moments ago, you said that you don't support bombs. Which is it? You got me. I have been rendered a flip-flopper, a hypocrite, and a charlatan. You know what's weird? Like, again, this is not meant in any way, shape, or form to be political. But I will agree, especially in the United States right now, politics seems nasty, right? But I read this tweet, it made me laugh really hard. And it was like, you know, politics is nasty now, but it's nothing like it was back in, like, the 1800s where, you know, when you had a political opponent, you either shot them or disassembled their home brick by brick until it was completely... Dude, we got spun. I can't believe it. And I don't know enough, I guess, about American history to know if that ever happened on the regular, but just the idea of, like, Alexander Hamilton going to, like, Aaron Burr's house while he's not home and just disassembling it log by log made me laugh so hard. Even though it was just my own imagination running away with me. You imagine, like, I mean, back in the day, it sort of happened sometimes, right? Like, you would have, like, a political dispute, they would challenge you to a duel, and then you'd be like, well, I guess it's time to have, like, a 50% chance, bare minimum, to die, and you might die, and people would be like, well, that sucks, but I guess that guy's president now. I know that's not really how it worked, but, like, kind of. Sort of. It's more... you know, minute than that. There's more fine-grained detail and more legitimate disputes, I suppose. But also, there's a lot of, like, bang! Okay, you're the president. There's, like, at least 4 of those. There were also a few of, like, bang, you're not the president anymore. But, you know, it's a different story. Now, we have not taken our deal with the devil because our deal with the devil sucked. Thank God. Now we get a good opportunity to get some deals with the angel. Damage, rate of fire, HP, speed, tier effects, everything's coming up Millhouse so far. Save your bomb. You got a good opportunity to use it a little later. Dude, a Thame. I'm not anti-Thame. Probably unlikely to be super useful right off the get-go, but hey, happy to have it. You know what we would love to see now, on top of a Thame, and I'm not just saying that because, what? I'm not just saying that because PokeGo is like hit or miss, which is another idiom I have a problem with. I understand that, you know, hit or miss means that something is only okay, or it's half decent, or it's inconsistent. But it's kind of insulting, don't you think? Because it also describes, like, literally every batter in the Major League Baseball Association. I'm not trying to be, like, overly cute, but, you know, the best batter in the world, he's probably got, like, a 312 average or something like that. That means 2 out of the 3 times he steps up to the plate, he's not getting a hit. He's hit or miss, mostly miss. Still an all-star. Pro bowler? No, all-star. Yeah, that's football. Anyway, you get the idea. Everything's hit or miss. If somebody was not hit or miss... Well, I guess they're not all baseball related, but you gotta excuse me, you know, what's the... Fall Classics going on right now between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. NL, could you name a single player on either of those teams? Yes. Yasiel Puig is on the Los Angeles Dodgers, and on the Boston Red Sox, of course, David Ortiz, Big Papi. Smacking home runs from that DH position, batting cleanup. I don't think David Ortiz plays anymore. I mean, he could. I'm not going to tell him he can't. He would be, what, like 50? I was going to say, what position do you think in major sports, and I'll include, you know, whatever you'd like in there, football, American and European, baseball, hockey. I don't count golf unless you want to, but like, I think it's kind of a cop-out answer. What major league do you think you could hang in for the longest, age-wise? You know, the oldest player in the NFL is probably like a kicker in their mid-40s would be my guess, and that's like, that's pretty spectacular. In the NHL, you know, Jaromir Jagr retired last season. He was 46? Something like, I mean, he's It's really old by NHL standards. It was old enough to be like a huge story. And I love Yager. It's an amazing narrative. In that last year, he kind of stunk, you know? You just, I guess, I've never been a 40-year-old NHLer, but you just kind of like fall off a cliff at some point, right? Like 1 year you got like 22 goals, and then the next year you show up to training camp and you're like, I'm old. Over the summer I got old, and now I'm not as good anymore. You know, it's not really a sad story. It's just a natural progression of things in life, I suppose. But so I'm thinking, I'm like, you know, I'm going to call it soccer. I apologize. But, you know, it doesn't seem like soccer would be the right choice. What you do is you play in England, or at least Europe, you know, until you're in your, like, mid-30s. And then you go to the North American League, make, like, as much money, but play against substantially worse competition. And then that seems like the great retirement tour. And then, you know, you play a couple of seasons out there, and then you're done. And that's usually like late 40s or sorry, late 30s or early 40s, right? Maybe not even early 40s. So, I don't know. Golf's a little different. You know, there's definitely pro golfers on the tour that are in their 50s, I think, or look like they are. It's not meant to be rude, I'm just saying. They probably are in their 50s. It's not insulting to say they look like they're in their 50s if they're actually in their 50s. That's just honest at that point. Dude, let's get one of those guys that like runs around and is impossible to hit. Simultaneously, I did just waste it to pick up another... Oh, no, maybe I didn't. Maybe I got the spider. I don't know how these freaking items work. Just get them out of my face. Take two and call me in the morning. I feel like I'm probably missing a sport. Like, Vince Carter's still playing in the NFL. Sorry, the NBA. Vince Carter is like, he's in his early 40s, mid 40s. That's tough, you know. At what major league sport could you still be 50? NASCAR? It depends whether you call it a major sport. I feel like even in Formula One, you know, drivers tend to get aged out by the time they're like in their mid 30s. But I honestly don't know. Because I didn't watch the American GP this weekend because I was watching my wife's concert instead. Did Sebastian Vettel win? He's always my nemesis in F1 2018. Mostly because he's the best. So you gotta save a bomb. Don't forget about that. You gotta save one bomb. Okay. 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 No. I'm happy with 1 HP upgrade. I would be happier with better things, but that's okay. Anyway. It was just a thought experiment that probably has like an almost objective right answer. Here's what I'm thinking. NFL kicker keeps himself in good shape. I mean, it's not that it's an unathletic job, but, you know, for the most part, you're kicking field goals and extra points. You're kicking kickoffs and then, you know, hoping one of the larger men on your team tackles the person before you have to. Seems like you could do that, you know, into your early 50s at the very least. I don't know why I said at the very least. That would be a spectacular story, but you know what I mean. Dude, all these trinkets, they're all 6 of one, half a dozen of the freaking other, you know? I'm using PokeGo so unbelievably incorrectly that I just wish you wouldn't talk about it. Like, I'm so clearly just being like, it's charged up, get in there. Go ahead and hit me. I want to hit you with that anyway. Hey, let's go. It's our first angel deal. We'll take angelic conception, immaculate conception. There we go. Because we haven't had it yet, I think. We'll walk into this frozen enemy and at this, dude, just hit me. I'm ready. Take me away. I'd like a red heart, but I don't want to walk for it. Where are we at? Caves 2, so we're like exactly on schedule. I beg you, good sir. One reroll. One reroll. Whatever. We got the HP out of it. This run is looking really, really good. We shouldn't be making a habit of walking into every enemy with a Thame, but we're gonna perhaps do it regardless. Because of the fact that it's gonna kill enemies quickly and also potentially give us a lot of HP. With only 1 luck, might not recommend it, but I am willing to give it a trial run temporarily, especially while we have a Boneheart active. And also, of course, do not forget about the fact that we, on top of this, have Goat Head. Definitely don't do that. That was very dumb. And then don't lose your Boneheart by being a fool. Oh, how do you feel about that one, big boy? I gotcha. Okay, we should probably not go into our curse room right away. Look at that, we got our own little tier following us around. You know what? I would like to Emperor card. We'll come back. I just want to get the deal with the Angel Chance first. I think I might have shot my own tier. I can't stress enough how useful a Thame has been. Look at this, he's trapped between a rock and a hard place. Previously, the enemies walked into us. We had no recourse. How do you feel about this? Turnabout is fair play. I drink your milkshake. Never seen the movie, hear amazing things. You know what? I'll be honest with you, and this is like sacrilegious. I have never seen a full Daniel Day-Lewis movie. Yo, not useful immediately, but I say a full Daniel Day-Lewis movie. I said a full Daniel. No, I say a full Daniel Day-Lewis movie because one time on a flight, I did try watching that Abraham Lincoln biopic from Steven Spielberg, and I just went. After a while, I was just like, dude, I never met Abraham Lincoln, but it seems like you're doing a great job of playing him. But this movie is boring. Like, I get it. You got all sorts of, you know, he's lived a very honorable life, honest to a fault, a very principled man when he didn't have to be, and that's when it matters the most. Simultaneously, like, come on, get on with it. I guarantee you're like, NL, you're a Philistine. Let me go. Rotten Tomatoes. Abraham Lincoln. It was just called Lincoln. RT Lincoln. 2012. What does it have? 89%. Okay, that's way better than I expected it to be, like in the low 60s. Let me find a rotten review that agrees with me. No, I don't agree with any of these. I might be on my own on this one. Daniel Day-Lewis's animatronic performance in Spielberg's film underscores how Abraham Lincoln is like E.T., appearing among human beings to make things right before going back to the mysterious place he came from. What? I read a delightful bon mot on Rotten Tomatoes today comparing America's favorite president to E.T., the extraterrestrial from the delightful 1982 Spielberg film of the same name. Much like E.T., Lincoln, of course, famous for his short, paunchy stature, long digits of the hand, and a funny-looking hat in silhouette. Anyway, forget that guy. I don't know what he's talking about. I apologize if I misrepresented you from just the byline of your review, but like, come on, what do you mean going back to mysterious place you came from? You talking about Illinois? He was a lawyer, dude. Did you even watch the movie? I didn't, and I still know that. I'm not even from your country. I don't even go here. Okay. Good floor. I know you might be annoyed by the fact that I keep walking into enemies, but dude, a Thame is making it tick. Why would I not be, you know, in for that? We got Yera. I don't know what I'm going to use Yera, but, you know, it's just nice to have. I don't know. I apologize if it bothers you. We're going to head down here, and Magic Mush was a lovely pickup. I would still love maybe some Dynamite tier effects to take us to the next level, but having 2 key pieces means there's a really genuine chance we could get Mega Satan and the negative on the same run and continue our relatively good, you know, recent history. Our only loss recently, this is the Keeper, and, you know, that's fairly par for the course. I can live with it. What I would also... What I would also love to do is replace PokeGo. It's Capricorn as well. Capricorn. I will never remember this highly specific fact, but nice to know that it breaks the tier cap, so we can get a little extra DPS out of it. Really hoping for Shoop to Whoop, but hey, no big deal. This is, it's a classic sort of Isaac archetype. This run is now unlosable. And I don't mean that to be cocky. I just mean, like, literally, you watch me, you know? I'm walking into enemies. I'm oftentimes turning a profit when I walk into enemies. I forgot, by the way, we have the virus in addition to a theme. So it's not just a theme giving us the HP. As long as we touch the enemy, I mean, that's the only way we're going to get hit in most situations anyway, but as long as we touch the enemy, we also get the virus. So it probably gives us like a really, really, really good chance. Alright. IV Bag is huge. It's actually exactly what we want, because now IV Bag... Nah, I don't really care about that room. IV Bag even makes me want to do Boss Rush. Because we just, you know, walk into a room, hit the spacebar. We just want, like, Bloody Lust now. The only downside is actually we should have taken Child's Heart. Wheel of Fortune. To give us more, more fuel. More red hearts. Because, like, as you can see, basically killing it. I would like to donate as much money as you will... I can't get to sleep. I think about the implication. Sorry, that's not a good, like, surprise non sequitur. You should really be using how could this happen to me? I made my mistake. There's nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life. I just want to scream. How could this happen to May? Go ahead. Okay. I was gonna say, no deal with the devil would be a real surprise given, you know, the goat head. So we'll take Maw of the Void. As good as IV Bag is, I had to take the Nail. Just because, I don't know, let's toughen it up a little bit. So, I mean, there is some useful stuff here, but we've already done Boss Rush, and kind of just want to get a leg up on the speed aspect of this competition here, because it's going to be a long one to begin with. We've been doing a lot of long ones. We also do have Delirium. So if we get the option to do Delirium, we will do so. We'll try to do so, I should say. Maw of the Void, of course, very nice as a damage dealer, but also give... Excuse me? How could... There we go. But also gives us the ability to generate some more Demon Hearts, which apparently is proving essential. Dude, now I got like an idea percolating in the old dome piece. What if we walk into an enemy, Maw of the Void, get hit while charging up Maw of the Void so a theme pops. We can have like an endless cycle of Maw of the Void, a theme. Now, not particularly strong on rooms with single enemies, as we've noticed. Unfortunately. Definitely in the market for these, like, broader rooms, but is what it is. Heard a red heart drop back there. I have a feeling we're probably going to get some more, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. Or, you know, just get the full HP right here, alternatively. Please stop hitting me. Yeah, this should be good. I mean, you never know, but, like... It's dangerous when you have a run that's called, like, you yourself called it unkillable, and then you start to take damage, you go, maybe I should have, you know, sort of been a little bit more conservative in my approach. But especially considering, like, the goat head, the nail, the damage we're dealing. Like, we're even taking garbage items. Where are we going to use the Yera rune? At this point, we would probably just do it on the dark room and hope to get a guppy setup, but I don't know, man. It's a good one. I think, you know, as much as you want me to take that trinket, I already had access to that and every other trinket in the game. I have decided, you know, I'm going to stick with my gut on this one. Whoop. Dude, you know what's been a big surprise in gaming for me this year? If you had asked me, I'm gonna lead into it with a bit. If you had asked me in like the year 2013 if I would ever be excited about a Call of Duty game ever again, I probably would have told you is very unlikely. But I gotta say, Black Ops 4, not all of it is 100% my cup of tea. Like, Zombies, I like, is a very polished sort of Left 4 Dead style wave mode, but it's not the kind of thing that I would play 100 hours of for sure. And the team deathmatch, honestly, people are just way better than me. And that's not new, but I don't like being the cannon fodder. So I do like respawning, but what I hate is that, you know, prior to the respawn, you have to die. And that's like that's the real rub of it, to be honest. But the Battle Royale mode has brought me back like 100%. I know I'm opening myself up to this ain't it, Chiefs. That's gonna be a yikes from me, dog. Oof, etc., etc. The quickest way for me to, like, I wouldn't say discredit, but like recognize that I'm not kindred spirits with somebody else is for them to say something like, you know, oh, I wish people would just let the Battle Royale mode die already. I get that, you know, in 2017 in particular, yo, that's so good. In 2017 in particular, it was a huge fad, and still is, for sure. Like, Fortnite, obviously, probably the most popular game in the world at the present moment, or at least the game that's grown the most quickly recently. And then, you know, Call of Duty's huge, and even PUBG is still popular, and, you know, every time a new Battle Royale comes out, it's the new hotness for, like, at least a few days. So I understand the annoyance with it, but simultaneously, I'm like, dude, at this point, I see Battle Royale as, like, just another game mode. That's why I think, like, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 should be in the MoMA. No, I'm not going to go that far. But that's why I think it's, like, it's such a good compromise, is because it has Battle Royale. I don't know why I said it so strangely. It has Battle Royale in the game, but there's other game modes as well. It's not a Battle Royale game. It highlights what I think the strength of Battle Royale is, and that's an alternative mode that's a little bit more high stakes than just the team deathmatch, you know? So I think they're doing a good job there. I would love to see that be the future of Battle Royale. Instead of there just being like, you know, this is the game, you drop onto the same island over and over, or one of 3 islands, and then you go, man, I wish this was the first island. Instead of that, you know, you're like, okay, when I get sick of the Battle Royale mode, there's you know, this nice, polished, cooperative game along with it. I get that it doesn't have a single-player campaign, and that did rub some people the wrong way. Literally, I would never have played it to begin with, so I'm just surprised due to how much I'm enjoying. That's all I'm going to say about it. I don't need to belabor the point. I don't want to see Battle Royale disappear. I want to see it evolve and become like, you know, when you play a game and there's like an objective-based like domination game mode, people don't go, oh, when's domination just going to die? I guess we'll Yara. Should have maybe Yara'd before I don't think it matters in this case, now that we saw it with Spirit Hearts, but yo, it's your boy, Pill Lord, don't call me that. Yo, stop. Okay. So, we should be good. Megas Aiden, no-brainer. Easy, fast, good run is Eden. Nice, positive confidence booster. Very excited. Look at that. Like, it's an easy... you know, I've been around the block a few times in the context specifically of video games and nothing else. And it's just... you see it happen all the time. I've been this guy to some extent as well, but, you know, people will be like, hey, there's a new tree punching game out. And I'll be like, oh, I wish tree punching would just go away. And I still do, but... I don't wish it would go away. I just wish people would stop talking about it so much, I guess. And then it's... people have stopped talking about it because they're all playing Battle Royales and Hentai Match 3s instead. That's right. If you're on my Steam friends list, I look at what you're playing. And I laugh to myself and tell no one, because privacy is important, but so is self-amusement. In more ways than one, I suppose. I'm just saying. I like TDM. I'm one of the guys, and you can direct your hatred here. It's me and Nicholas. when it comes to the NLSS, if he ever says GoldenEye, I say, let's do it. Once every couple of weeks, couple times a month, I'm down to play some GoldenEye. I like shooting on average 1.05 enemies before I get shot myself, and that's the circle of life. It's a nice casual banter engine. But I love the Battle Royale game mode, even though I'm garbage. I'm glad it's sticking around. Not that there was ever any danger, I guess. Okay, I would prefer not to do a victory lap, although I know we have to do one at some point. This run is good. I mean, it's great, but I would still rather victory lap on a run with Brimstone, Mom's Knife, etc., etc. Plus, you lose items on victory laps. Tut tut. It's the most condescending thing you can say. Tut tut. So you're supposed to make the sound with your mouth. Hereditary flashbacks. Anyway, no, I didn't watch it recently. It's just, you know, came up twice in 2 anecdotes here recently. I mean, I guess I did watch it recently, like, you know, a month and a half ago, but you get the idea. So anytime you get a sub 30-minute Mega Satan Lamb run, you know you're dealing with some pretty solid hardware. Even these enemies should be very, very simple. I can't believe we didn't get a single payout on that fight, but I was going to say then this guy's going to pay out 100%. Am I learning something about Isaac? It really feels to me like a Thame, although a worse item because it doesn't raise your damage and also requires you to get hit to activate it. It seems like the odds of getting a Demon Heart out of a Thame are like way higher than the odds of getting a Demon Heart out of Maw of the Void. Dude, Mom's Contact is like... it's making this so trivial. The enemy comes in and he's like, hi, I'm frozen. And you're like, hi, frozen, you're dead. That's right, it's not a dad joke, it's a dead joke, because it's the season. It's the time of the season for spooky. Yo, they're gonna give me a shot at the king. I would love to see many red hearts appear. Mystery Sack is a great item. Happy to have it unlocked. Let's do it, dude. Sorry, I had to go to Kate's chat extremely quickly and drop some bongo emotes. I know we're a little late on the bongo cat meme. The luxury of being an adult is that if I'm late on a meme, I'm really just late on a meme for young people. You know, I'm very early on the meme from an adult standpoint. Like, I'm pretty sure my parents will... They're coming here to the British Columbia region in December. They're probably going to be like, hey, have you heard about this meme bongo cat? And I'll be like, there he is, bongo cat. And I'll go, haha, that's funny. I love my parents. I'm just saying they're not up on the meme culture. They bring some stale memes, and that's their right, you know? Okay. I don't really want to test the Maw of the Void setup against Delirium. I mean, the Athame setup. I do want Maw of the Void to work as much as possible, of course. Dude, we got the ideal enemy as well. Or the ideal Poke-Go, I should say. Beam Lord. Don't shoot. He shot! Delirium, you're gonna get in trouble. Loving this succubus as well. Turn that dial all the way. Launch me like a rocket into space. Loving this succubus item. What we want is an enemy that spawns weak enemies, and then we kill them and get demon hearts for our troubles. Hello, Satan. Whoa. Like, this is the perfect setup. And then we botched it, but we still did get a demon heart out of it. We should be totally fine, especially when you consider the full health pill, but... yeah, it was a little dicey. What? What? I think everything's going very well. Pay to be demon hearts. Never seen anything like this on Oip. Huge run. And you know what this means? Much to my surprise, they're just a regular old famine. Or pestilence, I should say. Much to my surprise, we are going to be completing the post-it note as Eden in this run. I mean, I thought it was plausible we could get Right? Likely we would get 1 out of 3. Possible 2 out of 3. 3 out of 3 is just extremely great. And it only took 30-30, dude. Call up ESPN. Well, for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. We get Eden Soul. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion, to be notified when I go live in the future, which is all the time. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!